Finally tonight, new details of the Sandy Hook school tragedy are expected to be released tomorrow, but we're told that authorities will brief the families of the 20 murdered children first. On that terrible day in December, parents gathered at a firehouse to wait for news. Each family was assigned a Connecticut state trooper as a guardian and a guide. This is the story of a relationship that changed the lives of the Hubbards. Matthew and Jenny had 2 children in the school, Freddie and Catherine. But when Jenny arrived at the firehouse, she could only find one.
The first thing I saw was Freddie. And as soon as he saw me, he lost it. Because he kept saying to me, "Mama, I can't find Catherine." The thing about Catherine is she had fire red hair. And so I said to him, I calmed him down, and I said, "You stay with your teacher. I'm going to go find Catherine."
During that time, I wasn't even here on that Friday. I was almost 4,000 miles away.
You were in Switzerland?
I was in Switzerland
on a business trip.
On a business trip, and I got an email from somebody in work that something had happened in the school.
Some of the parents started calling the hospital, and I didn't. I sat there with Freddie because I knew, in my heart, I knew that Catherine was gone.
You just knew that?
I just knew it. Mother's instinct, call it what you want. My belief is that God just wrapped me up and held me tight, knowing that what was to unfold in the coming hours and the coming days was just going to be horrific.
I called you, and your words, and I'll never forget this, is they assigned a trooper to us. You need to get home.
I said, my name's Eddie. I'm a trooper that's assigned to you. I'm here for whatever you need. I'm not going to leave your side.
Eddie Van had been a trooper 3 years, married with a 1-year-old son.
She told me, I know my daughter's in heaven. And that's before the official word had gotten to her. She just said, "I know my daughter's in heaven." And that's when tears filled my eyes.
When you saw that picture of the prettiest little girl anybody ever saw, what did you think?
How could this happen?
And one of the parents was like, "Enough, just tell us what's going on," because we had been there for a long time. And I'm not sure what the quote was or what was said specifically. It was if your child's not here, they're probably a fatality. For myself, it was like a weight, like, I'm not insane. She's really gone. For other people in the room, they were screaming and they were on their knees, just in pain.
Eddie Van stayed by Jenny, helped get Matthew home, and used a photo to help identify Catherine so her parents didn't have to. He kept reporters away, became a big brother to Freddie, and drove Jenny to pick out Catherine's last dress. Has Freddie asked you any questions about his sister, about the shooting?
The only concern that Freddie has is, did my sister feel pain? And obviously the answer is no. That's all. He's just concerned for her.
We asked him.
Freddie asked him. Freddie asked him if he would stand by Catherine's casket after the wake in full uniform, and he did.
Stood there for 3 hours.
Yes.
Stood there.
And later, Eddie Van stood by them the day Freddie went back to school. It was hard to put Freddie on the bus that day.
Awful. Awful.
Why?
Because the last time I put my kids on the bus, one didn't come home. And I think the only reason that we were able to do that, it's because we knew that when that bus stopped at the new school, Eddie was standing there.
I had gotten to the school an hour early, and I wrote a note for him, and I put it on his desk, telling him that he'll be okay, be brave. Here's my email and my cell phone number if you need to call me. Which I was getting random emails during the day when he's in class.
How are you?
It's the kindness in him that goes far beyond what anybody could ever expect.
Are we gonna walk to Freddie? December 14th, 2012 was the worst day of my life, the most tragic day of my life. But being part of the Hubbards has been the most honorable time of my life.
There's no Freddie. There's no Freddie.
The toddler you saw there is Trooper Van's son, Austin. In any future tragedies, the Connecticut State Police tell us they plan to match troopers with families again. When we asked Eddie Van how long he would be close to the Hubbards, he told us, until they introduce me to Catherine in heaven.